I just recently realized that even as terrified as I am of wasps and hornets, I don't actually think I've been stung by one. I have been stung by a bee, I think once before. Um, and that was on the bottom of my foot just because I was like stepping on it, I guess. I was wearing flip flops and I was carrying like this extension ladder over my head. It was resting on my shoulders and I had my head like up between the rungs, which I think was actually pretty dangerous because the ladder could have started extending and just kind of, clipped my head off, clean as a razor. Thankfully that didn't happen, but there were some people kind of watching me from a porch across the way, and I'm sure they wondered why I was walking along with this extension ladder and then why I suddenly started hopping around like a madman. But it's because I had a bee stinging me in my flip-flop on the bottom of my foot. But anyways, I've been bit by a horsefly. I guess horseflies bite you, they don't sting you. But anyways, I've never been bit by like a wasp or a hornet, and I'm never entirely sure what the differences between those are either. All I know is that they're really scary, and terrifying, and also scary. And I don't want to be bit by them. Maybe it's one of those things like, I can never be sure if they're one of those, animals that, like, oh, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. I doubt it, because people always say that of animals like snakes. No, I'm pretty sure people are very afraid of snakes. I'm not that afraid of snakes because they can't like zip around as fast as like hornets, and things like spiders are small enough to like go up your pant leg, and you just never know where they are. Snakes, I guess, I don't like snakes just because sometimes they look like branches, and you can step on them by accident. But I don't know, I'm not that worried about snakes. Insects, whatever. But anyways, I feel like maybe there's like certain blood types that some insects are more attracted to, and they like biting more often, and maybe I just have the right blood type. That's my hypothesis. Anyways, hello everyone, Peter here. Here's a video of me doing some wood burning on what I believe to be a black bear skull. I'm using, I think it's a razor tip brand wood burner. I just have the temperature turned all the way up. If you try to do this with like a wood burner that you buy for like $15 from a arts and crafts store, it probably won't work that well. I doubt it'll get hot enough. As you might be able to see in some parts of this video, the tip is actually like glowing red hot for some of it, and it actually is pretty hot. Like if I held it wrong, my fingers would get toasty, and so I had to be careful. Somehow, as much as I've used a wood burner, I've never actually burned myself, and I don't know how, because I'm usually kind of like, I get into a zone, I get kind of careless, and eventually I'm sure I will burn myself, and I'll for a little while longer after burning myself, I'll start being very careful with it, and as time goes on, I'll gradually become less and less careful with it again until I eventually once again burn myself, and the cycle will repeat itself. Obviously, this sort of thing just kind of takes forever. You have to go really slow because the bone is very hard, and you have to, like, it just takes forever to make these lines, even if you have it turned up all the way with a really hot wood burner. I even tried making another wood burner of my own, like a very, very hot one, like out of a like a battery charger for a car. And it was hotter. It was hotter, but it was also like less precise. So it's kind of like two sides, like a trade-off. So I wasn't really sure what I liked about that or not. I don't know. It's kind of like maybe good for shading. I'm using that on a different skull I'm working on a little bit here and there. And also I'm afraid it might burn down my house because I'm not good at electrical work. Yeah, anyways, this kind of stuff is fun. It smells weird. Sometimes it kind of makes me the smell kind of reminds me of hot dogs being boiled, but yeah, it's not totally off-putting. Anyways, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. Yeah. All right. Bye.